There's been a new North Korean defector. U.S. military scrambles to determine fate of soldier who fled to North Korea. Oh, you mean a defector to North Korea? Oh, based. Why can't all the people who annoy me on Twitter do this, man? Hell yeah, man. Go live out your revolutionary dreams or whatever.
This is U.S. Army Private Travis King, and the U.S. military on Wednesday was still scrambling to determine what happened to him after he apparently, without authorization, crossed a heavily guarded border into North Korea the day before.
Someone ran close to me.
What the fuck do you mean heavily guarded? But the border between North and South Korea is not heavily guarded, okay? An airport is heavily guarded. Government buildings are heavily guarded. The North and South Korean border is the DMZ. The DMZ. Not a DMZ. The DMZ.
Very fast. And I thought, what is going on? I didn't think anyone who was sane would want to go to North Korea, so I assumed it was some kind of stunt.
Sarah Leslie was on a civilian tour of the border between North and South Korea with King when he took off.
It all happened pretty quickly. I probably only saw him running for like a few seconds, and that's all it would have taken to get across the border. And then, a couple of seconds after.
Dude, North Korea now has a black person. They're going to be riding this propaganda victory for years, you know? Like, he's going to go on North Korean state TV, and he's going to be like, in America, did you know they're racist against black people? And they're all going to be like, holy shit, that's so evil. And, well, he's right about that one, so it's not even a lie. He's got it made now. Why can't all tankies do this? Yeah. You know how the North Korean state media will just make up insane shit to tell their population about the West? Just get Western tankies to do it, because they'll do it like for free. Like, give them a microphone over in North Korea, and they'll be like that fucking fake North Korean defector who was on Joe Rogan, right? They'll be like, in America, the cops enter your house every day and they beat you to death unless you suck their dicks, but then they'll beat you to death if you suck their dick bad. And and they'll just talk like nonstop like that. And the North Korean host will be like, wow, really? They'll be like Joe Rogan. North Korean Joe Rogan looks exactly the same, by the way. Just Korean Joe Rogan. Wow, really? Or however you say that in Korean. That's crazy. Was it instead of James? Kim, pull up these photos we found of Appalachia in America. Oh man, look at how poor it is there. That's crazy. Can you imagine living like that? Literally same, just a white jack dude who speaks literally just Joe Rogan. It's just Joe Rogan over there. He just has another show in North Korea. We don't know about it, of course, because it doesn't broadcast in the West. Yeah, Kim, pull that shit up.
I saw him, that's when the soldiers shouted and started running after him.
The military said it believes King is in North Korean custody, though Pyongyang state media has made no mention of him. North Korea's mission to the United Nations in New York did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Sources tell Reuters King was based in South Korea and had been accused of assault and damaging a police car.
Oh, dude, he's running from punishment? Are you kidding? He's a U.S. soldier facing discipline for misbehavior? Dude, you know North Korea's worse, right? Like, what's the worst case scenario? A couple of years? Or maybe, like, dishonorable discharge? Why? Why? This reminds me of when I was, like, 9 years old in second grade, and I knew that I was going to have a bad report card mailed back to my parents, so I was thinking about, like, okay, so if I ran away from home, which street should I do, like, begging on so that I can get enough money to eat food and survive, you know? Except he actually did it. Dishonorable discharges are really bad, though. Yeah, well, this is North Korea, so...
He pleaded guilty, had finished serving military detention,
what, he finished?
And had been taken to the airport to return to the United States.
Wait, it was already... What was waiting for him in the U.S.? A firing line?
But then he fled, and soon after ended up on the civilian border tour. He was due to face disciplinary action by the U.S. military, though it was unclear if this was related to his earlier troubles.
Okay, I'm not saying that, like, disciplinary action from the military isn't bad. It is. But, like, really? He might be severely mentally ill. That seems likely. Yeah. This behavior speaks to, like... Yeah. That seems like the most likely explanation. He might not be sane.
The incident occurred amid newly rising tensions. South Korean and U.S. officials held talks Tuesday on upgrading coordination in the event of a nuclear war with North Korea.
What in God's... What on earth is that hat?
Talks Tuesday.
What is this? This duck bill of a hat. What kind of beret is this? I've never seen a beret like this. I don't respect this beret. This does not speak to the honorable tradition of berets that I know and respect. It's just at a weird angle. I don't think it's just a weird angle. I think it's a different kind of beret. It's just how the Brits wear them. But he has a U.S. flag on his... This is U.S. Army camo.
On upgrading coordination in the event of a nuclear war with North...
Also, he's clearly American. Look at his face, okay? This is American, I would have agreed, with MacArthur after World War II phrenology right here, okay? This is the physiognomy of a man who thinks that if we had simply bombed Laos more, we could have won in Vietnam.
War with North Korea. While Wednesday, North Korea fired 2 ballistic missiles which ended up in the ocean. A former North Korean diplomat who defected to the South said King may be a propaganda tool for North Korea and a loss of face for the U.S.
North Korea will think the U.S. has lost face because the U.S. soldier voluntarily defected to the North.
Okay, but like, to be fair, in North Korea, it's not like they need the excuse, right? Like, it's not as though in North Korea, the people who work for the state media were like, oh man, we want to attack America, but we have nothing to say about them, you know? And then the guy crossed there like, you know, something we can, you know.
At a time when the first nuclear consultation group meeting between South Korea and the U.S. was held, and a U.S. nuclear submarine entered the port of Busan today.
King's motivation remains...
Train to Busan is a good movie.
It's unclear. His mother told ABC News she was shocked when she heard about it.
Well, if the guess that this guy is mentally ill is correct, I hope he turns out okay. Like, obviously, this is all really funny, and the guy might be a piece of shit, I don't know. But, you know, I don't want him to spend the rest of his life in, like, North Korean detention. Yeah, God, that poor mom. Yeah, imagine getting a phone call from your mom, and then, like, you hear on the other line, like, hello, this is the U.S. Army, and she, like, seizes up, and she's, like, getting ready for the you know, the drop or whatever, and then they're like, yeah, he defected to North Korea. She's like, what? Yeah, he crossed the border. He's in North Korea now. She's, what fucking what? Yeah, dude just ran, ma'am, just booked it. Just took off. Oh, man.